Hmm. Welcome, Gemini friends. Single friends, totally single friends, completely single friends. Um, Doing the four pillars read, I call it. This is for mid June. And by the way, every Tuesday I do Gemini and Cancer Day, so I also do the heart spread, uh, David, which is for someone, you have someone on your mind. If I need to clarify, I use the Klimt Art Deck. This is the Ethereal Tarot Illuminated Tarot deck. We already shoved, we'll put a little energy on it. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Gemini. Um, I call it the four pillars of a relationship, like a solid, four is solid, table, chair. It's emotional, considerate, and intellectual, and love slash sexual, and core values slash lifestyle. Now look at these four areas, kind of try to get a view of your person here. We're looking for your soulmate, not your next ex-problem person, but the right one that's right for you, and you would be right for them. The one that best aligns with each of your soul's growth, why we call them a true soulmate here. Maybe I'll change it to the life partner read. That's really what I have in mind with this read. It's like, I don't know why people might not respond to that, but it's a type of soulmate that's more permanent, and it's a peaceful type of energy generally. Like anybody running around looking for a twin flame, I hope you're ready. I'm too old for that. Um, but yeah, boy, I tell you, you want a hyperdrive. Yeah, the twin flame with the struggles and the challenges. Um, you'll get a lot of growth. I think that's what a lot of it's about, right? The relationships in general, just how we grow and our soul works here. So we're gonna see if we can get some read on your person, what they're like, some stories, go deep on them. Spirit, thank you in the name of light and love, so it serves the greatest good. We're asking you to help us here today. Look at Gemini soulmate, four cups. This is in terms of their emotional energy. Okay. Um, Also emotional, five of pentacles in their emotional energy. Now I was about to say this reading is a little different in that if you see a three of swords, it doesn't mean anybody's breaking up, but also it's tarot reading if you know anything about cards. So this is in their emotional position. I usually don't just stop here, but we'll pull eight cards, and these two are representing. First of all, they did have a very difficult childhood. It was emotionally it was emotional abuse, um, at pretty extreme, and there was physical abuse and poverty. I'm thinking of a story. I can't even tell it as pretty much the first time I ever read uh, an astrology chart. I can't tell that story, but I know this. That's because I've been in adult children, alcoholics. I had a great childhood, and like this, but I've heard it all, man, over decades of people coming in, opening their hearts and saying what they went through. It's like, boy, I started out thinking I had a difficult childhood, but relatively speaking, there's people been through much, much worse. So um, let's see what goes on here. Wow, thank God. King of Wands, this is in the intellectual position. I like this. This is the emotional position over here, and this is the moon. I see a lot. I'm thinking on the moon now. And I think I see a Cancer moon. But here in the intellectual position, the King of Wands is very good. We need some strength there, and the Emperor. We need some strength. Okay, so this is your person. We're not here to read like about toxicity and all that, because this is the one that works for you. Okay, but we do want to understand them. I know I've said this before, but this is a very intelligent person, and noticeably so. This is a person, male or female, who will tend to dominate a conversation, and in a very authoritative way. This person has advanced degrees, at least master's level, if not a doctorate, I'm guessing. Um, they pour themselves into their intellect. In the way they speak is much the same as the way they think, um, with a great deal of passion. Um, I really, you could totally see someone lecturing, and with many people listening. Um, there's someone that has command. They have command presence. It's not a bad thing. I see the military in general as a much higher vibrational level than, say, the political body in the world. But we could have a military person here too that's at a very high level. A lot of people don't realize. I mean, you're an officer in the military. First of all, you have to have an education, and the military really supports continuing education. So, I don't think I'm wrong. There's a lot of higher level officers that have been in a long time that also are going to have a relatively higher number of advanced degrees. So I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be, but there's someone that has that gravitas about them, and a leader. Just God, you know what? I'm gonna find it, and I'll link it to this reading. So, note to self: Gemini, you know, reading, singles reading. Link the Minnesota multifaceted personality. I'm an INFP, and this is I can't remember. Ends with a J. Or someone leave a comment if you're thinking of it. There's one particular personality that is and whenever you see it, it's like they're a born leader. In any given situation, they are the one that stands up, and it's weird as fuck if you've ever seen this happen in real life, and I have, you know, and everyone just follows them. It's like animal instinct. Like another person could stand up in the same way, say the same things. Everybody's just like, uh-uh. This person stands up, says the same things, and everybody's like, oh, wow. And, this is an interesting personality. I may have to, give me a moment here. Death. Wow. I'm having to clarify what happened to him. I kind of needed a minute. This is the death card, people. And here, I think you can read death. Most of us don't know death, thank God, when we're little. I didn't. My grandfather, when I was a young teenager, no emotional connection to him. But, yeah, this person has known death. I think they handle it pretty good. Got to be some PTSD going on with them because it's really hard. So, encourage them not to hold it in and show up for them. You will. This is your person. Yeah, sorry. You have a Cancer moon. Um, they they're probably right. maybe not professionally, or some kind of art, something highly creative. Maybe they paint. I think it might be like when they share with people, when you see it, it might seem a little odd, like because it's so different. Maybe I'm thinking much more sensitive. Perhaps you might think, not that they're not sensitive. There's a vulnerability. Queen of Swords. Six of Pentacles. That's their sexual nature. This is their lifestyle. Call it Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. So listen, thing is though, I'm a Cancer moon. So I don't mind crying. There's been times where I've cried for people. We be doing an astrology chart reading over an hour and a half, but I'll just finally start crying. They'll see something. And then they start crying. Invariably, they'll tell me, I can't cry. I've never cried. I haven't cried in years. So it's okay. And I don't know. New person may know that. But, you know. So, a very strong person, nevertheless, who deserves to be a leader. And if you know anything about the military, there's two kind of leaders. They may not be military, but man, it's just fine. In any case, as a manager, you put yourself and your own career above your people, or you put your people above yourself and your own career, and it's usually like a 49-51 thing, you know. It's a real tough, but that little bit, to me, is a difference between a really amazing person, a leader, let's call him, rather than military, who is really truly capable of putting their people a little bit above themselves, even just a little bit, is someone who really deserves to be a leader, you know. And again, it's someone who people are going to naturally look to them for that anyway. So, in terms of the signs here, I think we have a Leo personality with a Cancer moon. And they probably got their sun in the first house. I'm going to get a little specific. So, Cancer moon, Leo sun in the first house. Sexually, they're pretty balanced. So Leo, and you would have Virgo, and then you would have Libra. I feel like there's Libra Venus energy here. And this is where maybe this art comes from. So you look at where Libra is in their chart, their Venus, and where their Libra is would set their first house, but it could be in the fifth house. A Libra Venus in the fifth house, and a Leo Sun, maybe in the first house. Something strong, or the sun in the fifth house, that's very strong. They're showing up both very strong. A Leo Sun's strong anyway. I mean, yeah, this is the sun, this is the rule, is everything, right? And it's the only sign that the sun rules. But yeah, that brings to them, you know, they have exactly what it takes to be a leader, you know, because they are strong and they are powerful and they are very intelligent and kind of fearless in a good way, and they really do want to leave the world a little better than they found it deep down. And so a lot of bravery too, a lot of strength, love with a big heart, a lot of heart, and bring that to you. And I think we're looking at a Virgo Mars here. Six of Pentacles, sixth house Virgo, Virgo's Pentacles. That's the Mars position. Do they bring a lot of balance to their personal energy, which they command very well from their Leo throne, let's say. And I want to say, this is not a person with a lot of ego, but everybody's like ego. But, we need the ego to survive. So this is a person who just doesn't have trouble asserting themselves, and just showing up in every way. Um, Now this is interesting over here. The Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. I call this core value and lifestyle. So now look at this person's childhood. Went over. How do you think that affected them? So what they value is emotional connection. They probably went to a lot of therapy early in their life, maybe for a while. Um, they know themselves well. They value emotional maturity, emotional intelligence, emotional connection. They are actually capable of being emotionally vulnerable, and what they really believe in is love. Like, I swear to God, I comes to mind a soldier saying, someone asked him, like, God, how can you be so brave, and you did this, and it's, oh, I wasn't brave, I was terrified, I was a total coward, I was in complete fear. He said, like, the only thing that helped me to just overcome that fear and push through it was love. And it was the love of my soldiers there that were depending on me. So, Leo has a lot of heart, and never let it be any doubt that they will stand up for you. Look at this card. Got the Leo, got the lion right on top of it. They give you your cup. Yeah, and you're with now the king. And that's how they bring it, I think. So in everything they do, maybe even in this work, I could see them working. I think they've been on the battlefield. Honestly, if it's a soldier, I'm just saying it. But you know, they're just not afraid, and there's a lot of fear and love. I mean, you should be afraid with all this stuff they went through, but like they're not afraid. Like they don't look at you or something and go like, "Oh, that person might hurt me." They don't think like that. If they love you or are interested in you, it's very direct, and they love you with all their heart, and it's on. And there's no if, two ways about it. And you'll find that that's really what is important to them. Push comes to shove, is their love. Whatever they do. Now, this person, they might be mature. Someone who's mature. Definitely well past their first Saturn return, 30 years old. Thank you guys. Let me know. Give me a like. Appreciate it. Thumbs up. And I really appreciate it by subscribing. If anything resonates, consider personal reading. Links in the description, guys. Thank you.